I am Saiisme, and you are now tuned in to my Bible study class. Alright, so today I'm going to be reading Genesis chapters 10, 11, and 12. I put a bookmark at chapters 10, and we just gonna get right into it. Alright, let's go. Genesis chapter 10. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, and Japhan, and Tubal, and Meshech, and Tiras. And the sons of Gomer, okay, I think this is the chapter when they start saying all these different names, so bear with me as I pronounce each and every one of them. Alright, I digress. Genesis chapter 10, verse 3. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Rephath, and Togarmah, I believe. And the sons of Javan, Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dod-Anim. By these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands, every one after his tongue, after their families and their nations. And the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and Put is Phut, and Canaan. I don't know if it's Canaan or Canaan. And the sons of Cush, Seba, and Havilah, and Sabta, and Ramah, and Sabtecha. And the sons of Ramah, Sheba, and Dedan. And Cush begot Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel and Erech, and Akkad, and Calneh in the land of Shinar. Out of that land went forth Ashur, and builded Nineveh, and the city Rehoboth, and Kala, and Rishon. Between Nineveh and Kala, the same is a great city. And Mizraim begot Ludim, and Anamim, and Lehabim, and Naphtuhim. That's the name, Naphtuhim, I believe. Naphtuhim. And Pathrusim, and Casluhim, out of whom came Philistim, and Caphturim. Wow. Well, I wonder what these names mean. I have to look it up. And Canaan begot Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite, and the Girgasite, and the Hivite, or the Hivite, and the Archeite, I don't know, Archeite or Archite, and the Sinite, and the Arvadite, and the Zemarite, and the Hamathites, I believe. And afterward were the families of the Canaanites. Okay, so it is Canaanites, spread abroad. And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon, or Sidon. I'm going to say Sidon, I guess, because it has that little asterisk thing. And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon. As thou comest to Gerar unto Gaza, as thou goest unto Sodom and Gomorrah, and Admah, and Zeboim, even unto Lasha. These are the sons of Ham after their families, after their tongues, in their countries, and in their nations. Unto Shem also, the father of all the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth, the elder, even to him were children born. The children of Shem, Elam, and Asher, and Arphaxad, maybe, and Lud, and Aram. And the children of Aram, Uz, and Hol, and Jether, and Mash. And Arphaxad begot Salah, and Selah, maybe. Let me start that over. Genesis chapter 10, verse 24. And Arphaxad begot Selah, and Selah begot Eber. And unto Eber were born two sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in his days was the earth divided. And his brother's name was Joktan. And Joktan begot Almodad, and Shelef, and Hazarmaveth, and Jirad, and Haduram, and Uzal, and Dikala, and Obal, and Abimael, and Sheba, and Ophir, and Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan. And their dwelling was from Mesha, as thou goest unto Sephar, a mount of the east. These are the sons of Shem, after their families, after their tongues, in their lands, after their nations. These are the families of the sons of Noah, after their generations in their nations, and by these were the sons. Let me say that over. Genesis chapter 10, verse. I'm going to go back. Genesis chapter 10, verse 31. These are the sons of Shem after their families, after their tongues, in their lands, after their nations. These are the families of the sons of Noah, after their generations, in their nations, and by these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood. And that was the end of Genesis chapter 10. Now I'm going into Genesis chapter 11. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. And it came to pass as they journeyed from the east that they found a plain in the land of Shinar. And they dwelt there. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. Here again with this rubbing nose crap. Forgive me, Father. I'm always digressing. Genesis chapter 11, verse 3. I'm going to read that part over. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to the city, and the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and this they begin to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from tents upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth, and from tents did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. These are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old and begot Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. And Shem lived after he begot Arphaxad. I'm probably saying these names wrong. Forgive me, Lord. Genesis chapter 11, verse 11. And Shem lived after he begot Arphaxad 500 years and begot sons and daughters. And Arphaxad lived 530 years and begot Selah. And Arphaxad lived after he begot Selah 403 years and begot sons and daughters. And Selah lived 30 years and begot Eber. And Selah lived 30 years and begot Eber. And Selah lived after he begot Eber 403 years and begot sons and daughters. And Eber lived 430 years and begot Peleg. And Eber lived after he begot Peleg 430 years and begot sons and daughters. And Peleg lived 30 years and begot Reu, R-E-U, Reu, I believe. And Peleg lived after he begot Reu 209 years and begot sons and daughters. And Reu lived 230 years and begot Serug. And Reu lived after he begot Serug 207 years and begot sons and daughters. And Serug lived 30 years and begot Nahor. And Serug lived after he begot Nahor 200 years and begot sons and daughters. And Nahor lived 920 years and begot Terah. And Nahor lived after he begot Terah 119 years and begot sons and daughters. And Terah lived 70 years and begot Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Now these are the generations of Terah. Terah begot Abram, Nahor, and Aram, and Haran. Genesis chapter 11, verse 27. Now these are the generations of Terah. Terah begot Abram, Nahor, and Haran. And Haran begot Lot. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity. And that's what it spells, you are. So I'm gonna say in of the Chaldees. Or Chaldees? I'm trying to see why I got boogers on my nose. It's itching and I keep wiping instead of getting a tissue because I'm dirty like that. Forgive me, Lord. I digress. Alright, Genesis chapter 11, verse 28. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity in of the Chaldees. And Abram and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai. And the name of Nahor's wife, Milcah. The daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah. I'm probably saying these names horrible. I keep saying that. Genesis chapter 11, verse 29. And Abram and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife, Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Iscai. But Sarai was barren. She had no child. And Terah took Abram, his son, and Lot, the son of Haran, his son's son, and Sarai, his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife, and they went forth with them from of the Chaldees, to go into the land of Canaan. And they came unto Haran and dwelt there. And the days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran. I thought Haran was a name. All right, never mind. Genesis chapter 12. Now the Lord has said unto Abram, get thee out of thy country and from thy kindred and from thy father's house unto a land that I will shew thee. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee and make thy name great. That means good. See, they use great in this Bible in different terms and different definitions. Great can mean anything when it comes to the Lord. Genesis chapter 12. Let me say that over again. Now the Lord has said unto Abram, get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will shew thee, and I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. You heard the Lord. Stop playing. So Abram departed as the Lord had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him. And Abram was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. And Abram took Sarai. That's probably how you say her name. And Abram took Sarai, his wife, and Lot, his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran, and they went forth to go into the land of Canaan. And into the land of Canaan they came. And Abram passed through the land unto the place of Sichem, unto the plain of Moreh, and the Canaanite was then in the land. I'm just stuck on the word Canaanite and Canaan. Canaanite. So it's Canaanite. Okay. And the Canaanite was then in the land. And the Lord appeared unto Abram and said, Unto thy seed will I give this land. And there builded he an altar unto the Lord, who appeared unto him. And he removed from thence forgive me, Lord, Genesis chapter 12, verse 8. And he removed from thence unto a mountain on the east of Bethel, and pitched his tent, having Bethel on the west and Hai on the east, or Hai on the east, because it says Hi-I, so maybe in Hai instead of Hai on the east. And there he builded an altar unto the Lord, and called upon the name of the Lord. And Abram journeyed, going on still toward the south. And there was a famine in the land, and Abram went down into Egypt to sojourn there. Genesis chapter 12, verse 10. And there was a famine in the land, and Abram went down into Egypt to sojourn there. For the famine was grievous in the land. And it came to pass, when he was come near to enter into Egypt, that he said unto Sarai, I love that name, and he, if I'm saying it right, all right, Genesis chapter 12, verse 11. And it came to pass, when he was come near to enter into Egypt, that he said unto Sarai, his wife, Behold, now I know that thou art a fair woman to look upon. Beautiful, she's beautiful. Therefore it shall come to pass, when the Egyptians shall see thee, that they shall say, This is his wife, and they will kill me, but they will save thee alive. Say, I pray thee, thou art my sister, that it may be well with me for thy sake, and my soul shall live because of thee. And it came to pass that when and it came to pass that when Abram was come into Egypt, the Egyptians beheld the woman, that she was very fair. The princess also of Pharaoh saw her and commended her before Pharaoh, and the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house. Forgive me. And he entreated Abram well for her sake. And he had sheep and oxen, and he asses. That's what it says, asses. And he entreated Abram well for her sake, and he had sheep and oxen, and he asses, and men servants, and maid servants, and she asses and camels. So I'm guessing they talk about donkeys when they say asses, because they also say camels as well. And the Lord plagued Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarai, Abram's wife. Plagues. Oh, great plagues. Maybe it's a good thing. A great plague. I don't know. And Pharaoh called Abram and said, "What is this that thou hast done unto me?" Ooh, I guess it wasn't good. "Why didst thou not tell me that she was thy wife? Ooh. Why saidst thou she is my sister?" I don't get it. "So I might have taken her to me to wife." Oh. "Now therefore, behold thy wife, take her and go thy way." And Pharaoh commanded his men concerning him, and they sent him away, and his wife, and all that he had. And that is the end of chapter 12. My. Listen, I got time today, so I'm going to continue to chapters 13, 14, and 15 in a minute, but that will be a second video. Okay? Whoa, what a chapter. First of all these names have me tongue twisted, tongue tied. I was just like trying my best to say it really well. But if I said them wrong, forgive me, Lord, and forgive me to those who know how to say their names right. And yeah, like that's the end of that. All right, I'm gonna go. Peace. Bye.